fuck are you, Vanessa? Like I said, I became pregnant. When I became pregnant, everything just went downhill. I got so fed up. I got so fed up.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It is very early in the morning. I look rough and I'm tired and having my coffee. We are doing a whole series about tragic love stories. I started with Pamela Anderson, you can watch the video here, and we are going to go to UK Hollywood royalty, Miss RFABULOUS.
Renee! Bomba put the ass clock, y'all, Renee!
Miss RFABULOUS is a 27-year-old YouTuber, musician, influencer, the whole shebang. She is most well known for her controversy. Let's keep her $1.50. I found out about Miss RFABULOUS back in school days when she was making all her story times, and then I think most recently it was pretty much just due to all her tragic love stories plus drama that she's been in, and we'll get into all of that and pretty much taking you to the position where we are today, because a lot is happening and we all need to speak about it because goddamn.
Say, Mom, I'm so sorry.
Miss RFABULOUS started her YouTube channel around 2017. She started telling story times videos and it got people hooked. I think if you're from London or in the inner skirts or outskirts of London, the way she told story times was so relatable because it just felt like you were talking to someone who went to the same school as you, someone who, there was just this sense of relatability. You know what I'm trying to say, relatability. Her story times were funny and drama, and they was just juicy. And we all loved them, and she gained subscribers quickly. And this was around the storytime era of YouTube, where story times were good, but you could tell her story times were real, authentic, and just wild. Like, let me just insert some clips here of her story times with no context.
I done doggy position for 1 whole year.
I feel like there's a difference between Renee and Miss RFABULOUS. I feel like Miss RFABULOUS is the strong person that you see on the internet.
I fucked up your friend, huh? Tell your friend to collect her shit.
And Renee is the lover girl who loves hard and deep.
The same fucking mistakes. Like, I hate having a good heart. I hate having a good heart.
On January 2023, she came forward on social media saying how she was very depressed, how life was really coming down on her. She got scammed. She ended a relationship that she thought she was be with this person for a long time. She was going through a lot of health issues, and she doesn't really have the best relationship with her mother. And I'm not really sure what's going on with her father, but I don't think he's in the picture from what I know so far. So I think all them things are weighing down on her, and she went onto social media and was just like, I need to change my life. I need to get out of here. So she decided to move countries, and of course, drama followed her. So Miss RFABULOUS gets to the airport. She packs her whole life in a suitcase, but the weight was a lot of these suitcases because this is her whole life. She only had £600 in her pocket, and the airport charged her a weight fee, and the weight fee was £600. So when she arrived at her mysterious destination, she didn't tell any of her supporters where she was going, she had to ask her supporters for money because she was just like, yo, that's all the money I had, and they took it. And then this caused another stir of people on social media being like, how can you only change your life and want to move across the other side of the world with only $600? So she got the money, people did send her, donate her money, and she decided to go to Jamaica to really clear her head. But this is where the second tragic love story starts. But before we get there, I want to talk about Renee. So I was talking about Miss RFABULOUS, the feisty, strong, F you, nobody can F with me. Like all these screaming videos down the street, I got your friend shoot, all of that. But Renee is the lover girl, where some of her story times make people be like, girl, are you really gonna suffer for a man like this? But again, I am not throwing stones when I live in a glass house, because I think the older I get, the more I realize that you never know what's going to happen. And whenever you say that can never be me, sometimes God will be like, really? You're speaking of your own life? So I would never say this will never be me. I pray it will never will be me. But you never know, so I am never going to talk bad on a woman who's trying to find herself, and sometimes trying to find herself in men. So this is where we start with the story of Blacks. She had other boyfriends, other flings, but let's start with Blacks. So Miss RFABULOUS and Blanks, who is a UK rapper. I've never heard any of his music. I might insert a little clip here.
S2P. Bandit. Blacks.
So Blacks and Miss RFABULOUS started dating when she was around 24, just before her 25th birthday. The couple met at a recording studio and they just got along really well. Renee was so in love with Blacks, to the point where they moved in together and things were going swimmingly well. Their relationship was pretty private until her 25th birthday, when the Shade Room reposted some videos that her friend posted when Blanks walked in and surprised Miss RFABULOUS. This couple looked super sweet, and the way she was so happy just to see her man, you could tell that she really loved this guy. And things again were going well. Miss RFABULOUS and him were going on trips. He was getting her the Gucci's, the Louis, like he seemed to be about his bag. And that's until we get to the first controversy that we as the public see. The first controversy came when a girl alleged that when Miss RFABULOUS and her boyfriend went to Dubai, that they forced this girl to do sex stuff with her that she didn't want to do. Renee came on social media and was like, yo, this is not true, this never happened. And the situation kind of died down from there. Her and Blanks had many breakups and makeups, but everything seemed cute. Like, she was posting videos like making food for my Ghanaian boyfriend. She was posting cute pictures on holiday, posting Snapchats. Like, we were all thinking, cool. And she was quite quiet on her YouTube channel. But girl, when you're in love, let's not front in front of all these people now. We all kind of ghost. We ghost everybody. When you're in love, you kind of disappear from the world, and it's just the reality of things. It's literally just the reality of things. Sometimes when you're in love, you disappear. So no one really thought much of it until 2022, when her and Blanks broke up. And this is when Miss RFABULOUS went on social media and went on a rant to expose everything about their relationship. I believe she made a 3-part story series, and I'm going to narrow it down, everything that happened, because all the videos I think are around, like, if you had them all up there, around 2 and a bit hours. So the relationship started off well. They had some great times together, and she really loved him.
You guys, so you guys can see that, you know, it was some good times.
However, this man was a cheater and a cheater.
Things that I was going through because he was countlessly cheating on me outside.
So at the beginning, things were fine until Renee got pregnant.
I changed on me. He told me that I had to do an abortion, and he told me if I don't do an abortion, he won't talk to me. He will never be there for me. Like, he wants nothing to do with me. He resent me.
So Renee was going through a lot of health issues, and he was there for her. She got pregnant, and he instantly said, yo, we can't have a baby. He already has a child, and he said he didn't want another child. So he spoke to her horrifically.
Like I said, I became pregnant. When I became pregnant, everything just went downhill.
There's just a lot that I'm trying to like summarize in this story, because girl. So yeah, so that's when things started spiraling in their relationship and started going downhill. And then after, Blanks will go to him and his friends' apartment that they rented out in Canary Wharf. And he was saying to Renee, yeah, you can't come in because it's more of a boys thing. And it turns out in that apartment, cheating on Renee multiple times with multiple different females. And then Renee would do loads of things to help this guy. She would promote his music. She would make sure that he has a name for himself. She bought a car that he could drive around, that he like got stopped by the police for, and they took away the car, that he got loads of parking tickets, that she had to pay for all these parking tickets. So it was a very stressful situation.
I did everything. I did everything that a woman will do. When we broke up, he always said to me, you're such a good person. Like, you know how to look after a man. You know how to take care of him.
And things don't only stop there. Then baby mama drama came into the play. So as I mentioned before, Blank said he doesn't want another child with Renee because him and his baby mom have a bad relationship. But it seems like them two were still sleeping together. And the baby mom was talking rubbish about Renee. And of course, Miss RFABULOUS came out and she went to his baby mom's workplace and was about to go and fight his baby mom. And I just want to say, his baby mom works in a nursery. So imagine your children taking your child to nursery and outside is a woman screaming, "But I'm gonna fight." Girl, I'll be like, my child is coming home with me today. Work, I ain't coming here. I ain't coming here because what in the God's green? So a lot was happening, things like Spirit, and then she said some things about the sex life.
I done doggy position for 1 whole year.
And girl, again, I would never judge a female. I would never talk bad about a female, especially when it comes to love, because sometimes we do the most stupidest things for love. But sis, some things I would just take it to my grave, because she was saying that this man had to take Viagra allegedly every time they had sex, and also that he will only do her from one position.
Wet I was wet, soaking, leaking, dripping. And I knew I wasn't the fucking problem. I knew I wasn't the problem, because every fucking girl that spoke to me told me that all they've done was doggy position. Any girl that has slept with this man, know he's cocky smart.
That is their relationship in a nutshell. So they broke up. Renee made multiple videos and she was completely heartbroken. Of course, Blanks denied everything. He went on live and was just like, yo, this girl's a liar, she's crazy, she's all of this and all the above. And then Renee started dating some interesting men, or seeing some interesting men straight after that. But she made a promise to herself, her YouTube channel, that she's going to focus on God, that she's going to focus on herself, and that she's not going to focus on men. But with Renee, this is a reoccurring thing that goes on, where she says this, then something happens. So then January is when she went through depression and decided to leave the country. Also in January is when she faced the backlash of the £600. Then around March time, she went to Jamaica and went back home. She was vlogging everything, and then she posted a video about how she met somebody, a Jamaican rapper. And I watched the video that she posted about just how he always been there for her, like that they're going to start a couple's YouTube channel, that she feels really at peace. And I was praying to God that this guy would be the one. She was saying that he doesn't want anything from her, he's not asking her to put out his music. She really wanted this guy, and I think we were all rooting for her. We were all rooting for this man too. And then around 48 hours after posting that video, it came out that he had a girlfriend. Not only did he have a girlfriend, but he was using Renee for clout. He was using Renee for her money so that he can feed him and his girlfriend back at home.
You knew I got scammed out of my hair salon for 20 fucking K, and you come and do the same thing to me. What did I do to deserve this? I gave you my fucking phone. I gave you money. I paid for everything. Every time we went out, it was my money spending.
Yeah, and the maddest thing is the girlfriend was in the plot. It wasn't like he was playing two girls. The girlfriend was in the plot, pretending to be his auntie, pretending to be his family, some family friend or some relative. The girlfriend was in it to be like, yeah, Renee, give him money, let him have space. People are scary out in this dunya. Jesus, it is scary up in this dunya. And trying to cut a long story short, Renee was devastated on social media. Like, she was really heartbroken.
Because I don't want to give you the money no more to buy a car. This man, because I broke one of my promises. I broke one of my promises. And I no longer wanted to give him the money to buy this car.
She could run, like, she is a lover girl. Renee is a lover girl. Miss R Fabulous might be this aggressive person, but Renee is a lover girl. She's came up to her supporters, like, yo, I'm stranded in Jamaica, please can someone cash at me, give me some money so I can go back home. But she says she needs to get out of the country.
Guys, I'm gonna post my cash up on Instagram story. I really want to go home tomorrow. I really need to get the fuck out of this.
I believe she managed to get out of the country, but then her mother made a YouTube channel, a YouTube video about this whole situation, and was saying that Renee just gives too much to men, that she doesn't give enough to her family, like the amount that she gives to a man, she doesn't give to her family. Renee made videos previously that she never had the best place for her mum. I will never judge a woman, because I know us females, sometimes when we love and we love hard, we really put our all into it, because we believe everybody has the best intentions. Like, I could never imagine like somebody cheating or doing horrific things, because I know I would not do that same thing to anyone else. But again, I think my only thing, again, my opinion doesn't count, but my only thing I would give Renee is, yo, really like have discernment, or really like have a good understanding of your life and generational curses. I don't want to get religious in here, but sometimes let's take it to church a little bit. Let's bring God into the midst of all of this, because actually, let's take it to church. I don't care at all. I'm gonna bring God into any situation I can. I'm doing all these crazy things for men. It makes me realize, like, sis, maybe bring that spirit away. And before, again, I'm not going to tell everyone to wait to marriage or wait to anything, because I'm not going to put my point of views on you, but I feel like there is such a beauty with waiting until you give somebody your body. Because I think sometimes when you have sex with somebody, and sometimes when you lust over someone, your head gets fucked up. Like, your head gets up. Like, when someone is laying it down, you start thinking, maybe I could stay with this man for a month longer. After he's only doing his best move, because he is treating you like absolute trash. And sometimes because we forget about it, because sex is such like an intimate part, especially for a lot of females, that we ignore these flags, we ignore the Red Sea. It's not even a flag anymore, it's the Red Sea. To the point where it destroys our life. I would love to like see a proper sit-down interview with like Miss R Fabulous, where, hi girl, where somebody's really talking to her and getting information. But I feel like she has so much insight that I think a lot of people give her backlash, because she only goes in these live videos and goes and rants, and people don't really understand these long story times. But I feel like if she does like a structured interview with whoever, I think it will be so beneficial for people to really understand her way more and way better. Because there's this so much power I see in Renee. She, again, someone who's able to tell stories and someone who's able to communicate is such a powerful thing. I remember I was reading my Bible, and there's like a Bible plan about like communication. And in the Bible, there's so much power in the tongue, so much power in how you communicate with people, and how your communication can really open up worlds, can open up like dreams and hopes. And I think she really has this talent, because there's over 200,000 people. 200,000 is a ton of people who listen to her, who follow her. And I think she has so much power, but because she's allowed her anger and so much to get the best of her, that it sometimes does seem that she's a bit unstable, or whatever the word you want to call it is. But I think if she does a sit down interview where people understand her childhood, her actual relationship with her mum, and without nobody getting mad, without her going on rants, without her doing anything. I think it will be such a great opportunity for people to understand her more and where she comes from, and probably have a deeper level of respect for her, because again, I think she just comes from seeing how her mother talks, seeing how she talks. There's such a clear parallel where both of them are very hot-headed people. They both have very good points, but I think because everybody's so high rate, it's like points don't really get across as well as they really should do. And yeah, that's a tragic love story of Miss RFABULOUS. I really hope that she really takes the opportunity to discover herself. She's a 27-year-old beautiful woman, like the world's her oyster, and I really hope that she finds some peace, happiness, etc, etc. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy it.